I brought my 3-month-old son Leo to my husband's home for the holidays, but while my son was asleep, my niece, Lana Wright, and her classmates carried him upstairs and threw him down. My baby died right in front of me. I lost my mind. I scooped him up and tried to rush him to the hospital, but it was already too late. He was gone before we ever made it there. Because my niece was still a minor, she barely faced any consequences. The court ordered her family to pay $800,000 in compensation, but my sister-in-law, Ariel Stone, wailed and screamed, accusing me of trying to drive them to their deaths. I cried until I felt like my heart had been torn apart. All I wanted was justice. But my husband, David Wright, and mother-in-law, Karen Bailey, only scolded me. Lana is just a child too. Are you really going to destroy her life just because your son died? I never got my revenge. In the end, grief and hatred hollowed me out. That winter, I died of a heart attack. When I opened my eyes again, I was back on the day of the holiday gathering. This time, I immediately called my parents and asked them to take my son away. But even then, my niece still threw a baby from upstairs. I had just sent my son away and stepped into my mother-in-law's courtyard when a loud crash exploded beside my ears. Bang! A baby, wrapped tightly in a blanket, slammed onto the stone tiles. I stood frozen, then slowly looked up. On the second floor, my niece shot me a defiant look before turning and running away. My husband and mother-in-law rushed out after hearing the noise. The moment my mother-in-law saw what had happened, she screamed. Her legs nearly gave out beneath her. My husband walked over shakily and glanced at the baby. "Nina," he said, his voice trembling. The baby isn't breathing." I didn't even dare to look. I turned and charged straight up to the second floor. My niece had locked herself inside her room. I kicked the door hard. "Lana Wright, open the door."